Just a mile out of the Pitt County line in Greene County, where cleanup is underway after a crash this morning. It involved one vehicle, this SUV you can see behind me here. Now, this is an apartment complex that has seen crime in recent history. Just under 2 weeks ago, police had to respond to a report of shots fired here. Yeah, Heather, no one is waking up inside of this home this morning after that car crashed into it last night. There's going to be over 300 vendors here. And for those of you who don't know, this is an event that started 35 years ago now with a group of people who wanted to start to revitalize the downtown area of New Bern, and now it's an event that really the whole area can be proud of. At least 6 different fire departments responded to this fire overnight here at 3223 Spate Seed Farm Road, and they're going to be monitoring hot spots throughout the day today. Earlier this morning, we were told that one person was being detained here at the Pitt County Investigations Unit for questioning in connection to this alleged murder. Now we've been told that the person, a man, has since been released. We've already been telling you about some activities that will be going on this weekend besides eating, but let's talk barbecue for a minute. We know that police were talking to a person or persons of interest into the early hours of this morning. They say it happened here in the 100 block of Pleasant Hill Drive, and that the man that was stabbed in the upper chest was taken to Carolina East Medical Center. UNC System President Margaret Spellings will be visiting East Carolina University today, and she'll be meeting with administrators, faculty, students, staff, community leaders. Now, this is the 3rd reported armed robbery in the city of Greenville so far this month. Details are few right now, but the Craven County Sheriff's Office says it happened here at 150 Kansas Road last night. Now, this morning at this hour, there's no signs that a shooting ever happened here, and authorities haven't released any details surrounding the shooting, as in who was involved, if there were any injuries, or even what time exactly it happened last night. But this is in a rural part of Craven County. It's just north of the town limits of Dover, and so we're hoping to learn more from authorities as the day progresses, and we'll update you when we receive further information. I'm live in Craven County. Lauren Smith, WITN News.
All right, Lauren, thanks so much. What are police saying about the crash?
Heather, police aren't able to say too much so far as to what they believe caused the crash. They're still investigating at this time. Greenville police told me a few minutes ago that there is an officer still at the hospital with the 2 people who had to be cut out of the car. Well, if you can see behind me, cars are moving at normal speeds this morning. The search for the suspect is still on at this hour, and authorities are saying that this is the first shooting investigation in the town of Grifton since 2010. I spoke with an employee of the Waffle House here on South Memorial Drive a short time ago, and she says earlier this morning they heard from inside the sounds of shots being fired, and then they saw a young man running from this direction past the restaurant here and then back towards the O'Connor Lodge, which is directly behind the Waffle House, as you can see. And that's when around 3:20 a.m. police showed up after the motel clerk, who had alerted police, she also had heard the shots being fired and then saw someone run into the motel. When police got there, they searched one of the rooms where they detained one person for questioning, and that person has since been released, we're told. No word yet on any further developments as far as suspects or if there were any injuries, but the Waffle House employee described the person running as being in his teens probably.
All I saw was him come running through the parking lot. Had his hands in his pockets. I'm guessing he was the one carrying the gun. I'm not sure. And that's when the cops showed up and came in and was asking us questions.
And again, no word on any official suspect in this case or if anyone else has been detained at this time, but we will keep you updated as this develops. I'm live in Greenville. Lauren Smith, WITN News. All right. Yeah, Heather, usually this field is bursting with the color of ripe strawberries here at Rock's Berries and Produce Farm in Winterville. But right now, as you can see, there's all these white sheets covering the giant field, and typically there'd be people by now out able to pick the strawberries.
Yes, absolutely. We had pickers out here Sunday and Monday, but unfortunately we had to close so we could pull the row covers. It usually does not frost this late in the season, but here we are trying to protect our fruits.
I know. Here we are wearing scarves, gloves. It's crazy. And I'm here with Tyndall Bragg, the part owner of the farm. And Tyndall, we did have kind of a short winter, so luckily there were people that were able to get out earlier than normal.
There were, yes. The warm temperatures definitely help push the fruits along and make them ripen a little earlier than usual. The berries usually aren't ready until about the mid-April, but like I said, we had pickers out here earlier this week, so that really helped us with the warmer weather this winter.
Yeah, and then the late game frost, just some crazy weather going on here. Now, when do y'all hope to have this uncovered by? The quick actions of the firefighters this morning. Her home was spared from the fire that, as you can see, destroyed the camper they had outside as well as a detached garage. And Kimberly, you said it sounded like an explosion went off in the middle of the night.
Yes, I thought it was gunshots, whatever. My dog started barking, and thank God for neighbors. We came out and it was engulfed, and then of course it went to my husband's garage. But thank God for the local fire department, all the volunteers, and a security system that went off as well. So it called numerous fire departments. But my husband's race cars were spared. Everything around it burnt.
Right. And you said your son also, sometime he was having a sleepover.
Yes.
Usually he'll be upstairs sleeping in that detached, there's a game room that's upstairs. But thankfully, last night,
thank God,
he was not.
Yes, absolutely. God was certainly watching out for us because it would have been. And also, we're taking my mom when my husband gets back. He's a commercial fisherman, and he doesn't even know he's out to sea. And as soon as he got back, we were going to take my mom, which has pancreatic cancer, on a trip, and we could have been in it. So that's a good thing too, that Lord was really looking out for us.
Absolutely. And the fire department said the fire spread from the camper to the truck to the detached garage. We're not sure exactly what caused the fire to start in the camper, but they say the fire does not appear to be suspicious at this time. Again, Kimberly, we're so glad everyone is okay. Back to you, Heather.
All right, Lauren, thank you.